Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, Edgar El Nene Ortega.
Edgar Ortega making his way to the ring. 16 wins, 3 losses as he makes his way through the crowd here at the Hershey Center. Ortega, a veteran fighter.
And now let's welcome to the ring his opponent, fighting tonight out of the red corner, Samuel Vargas.
Tibor, how difficult is it for Samuel Vargas to get into the ring tonight, knowing he was a late replacement for Ryan Young?
Oh, I don't think it was too difficult. Sammy's got a lot of experience, and he's got a good team behind him, too. He knows that he's in this business. He's got to be ready a lot and all the time. I'm sure he's got...
Well, we talked about it off camera. He's in the same position that you are, that you got to take fights on short notice sometimes, and you're always in shape.
Absolutely. He probably likes to stay in shape, even just as in life in general. He stays in shape all the time, knowing that the phone could ring any time. And this is one of those moments. So I believe that he's very ready for this fight.
Sammy Vargas. And again, we talked about it earlier on. We made a little bit light of it, but one of the best fights I have seen is you and Vargas in the ring that first time 5 years ago.
It was a great fight. I enjoyed that night.
We talked earlier as well. You really had a hate on for each other, didn't you, in the early going?
Yeah, you know what? I never hated the guy. Actually, growing up in the sport, we actually trained at the same gym in Huff there for a while, and I got nothing against Sammy. But
no, now you don't. But
no,
early
but
on,
that first fight, yeah, sure. That first fight, it was who's going to win? We obviously felt superior than the other, and wanted to win that fight. Oh yeah, it was a high competition that night.
And it's a high compliment to say that Vargas has had one draw in his career, and it was against you.
Yeah, I guess so. He's doing great in his career right now. So
let's go back to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our co-main event. It is scheduled for 8 rounds in the super welterweight division. Esta pelea 8 asaltos en peso super welter. Presented by, presentado por United Boxing Promotions, along with their sponsors, Cambridge Hyundai, Dixie Hyundai, Choice Hotels, Phillips Moving, Corona, and the Tilted Kilt, Mississauga. The judges are, los jueces son, Raymond Rudder, Jeremy Hayes, and Harry Davis. Our referee in charge, the third man in the ring, will be Donovan Boucher. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He's wearing white trunks and weighing in at 154 pounds. En la esquina azul, vestido de blanco, su peso es 154 libras. His professional record consists of 16 wins, 3 defeats, with 10 of his 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Su récord profesional, 16 victorias, 3 derrotas con 10 victorias por la vía del knockout. De Torreón, Coahuila, México, presentando Edgar El Nene Ortega. His opponent across the ring in this co-main event, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He's wearing black with red and weighing in at 153 pounds. En la esquina roja, vestido de negro con rojo, su peso es 153 libras. His professional record consists of 23 wins, just 2 defeats, 1 draw, with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Su récord, 23 victorias, 2 derrotas, un empate, con 13 victorias por la vía del knockout. A native of Bogota, Colombia, he now makes his home in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the current NABA welterweight champion, Samuel Vargas.
Vargas
All right,
looks in
guys,
great
I
shape.
gave you the pre-fight instruction in the changing room. All I want from you guys is to listen to my comment at all times. Most importantly, protect yourself at all times. Keep him above the waist. It's good right here.
Huge
Good luck
stare
to
down.
both of you.
That's an intense stare down right there, fellas.
Ortega is the bigger guy.
Donovan Boucher, the third man in the ring. Man Canadian boxing fans know very well, had a lot of success in the ring as a fighter, now as a referee. Ortega staying to the outside. Throws that big uppercut. Big, quick, snapping left from Ortega. Donovan Boucher steps in to separate the fighters. Ortega showing some very good hand speed.
For a big guy.
Vargas going to the body early on. Slips that quick left jab. Over the top comes Ortega, connecting on that one. If someone came to you, Tibor, and said, be specific, what is Vargas' style?
Hey, I think his style has changed over his career. He's like I said earlier tonight, he's kind of coming into himself. I think he's a little bit more well-rounded than he was when he first started. I believe he does everything pretty good. I think he's good at and comfortable about being in the pocket and going to war, and he can box too.
His defense is a lot better than it was in the early going in his career.
Yes.
He used to be happy to take two and give one.
Yes, he didn't mind. He definitely know he can take a shot.
The co-main event of the night. This is round number 1. Ortega with 16 wins in his career, 10 of them coming via KO. Donovan Boucher letting them throw against the ropes as they were slightly tied up. Just under 20 seconds left here in the first round. Vargas connects with the right, goes with the combination. Final 10 seconds. Will he finish with a flurry? Ortega fights his way out of the corner, and that should do it for round number 1.
Good round.
One thing that you can definitely notice with Vargas is that he's mixing up the speed and weight of his punches. So there were some, I guess you can call them like pitter-pats, really fast ones, and then near the end of that round there, he just laid some really hard punches on Ortega.
Yeah.
So, and that really puts you off balance when you're trying to defend, Tibor.
For Sammy, it's a good sign of just being focused and in tune with your body, knowing that you can throw the hard shot there and the little tiny shot there. It's difficult. A lot of guys have problems. As soon as they start throwing the big shot, they continue to throw the big shot until it's done.
One of the big things as well that I noticed in that first round from Vargas is not only are his punches, like you said, Michelle, coming from different speeds and different intensity, but they're also coming from different angles. He's certainly cutting down the angles, and he's changing the angles of where his punches are coming from.
Putting a lot of pressure on his opponent there that first round.
Vargas getting more comfortable, moving into the second round.
You know, and as we mentioned, that those varying speeds and powers, Ortega is actually just throwing hard all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does get gassed later on in this fight.
Took that straight right hand from Vargas. Ortega goes to the body, then over top. Vargas has been able to slip most of those overhand rights. There's a straight left from Vargas, goes to the body. Ortega slips out of the way. Right hook coming from Ortega. Vargas backs his man into the corner. Steps in, and Ortega came forward as well. Good combination from Ortega, trying to fight his way out of the corner, but Vargas hits him with a right hook right to the liver section. They calling it a little bit of a low blow. I'm not sure if that was.
Ortega, he's game though.
Stop punching. Let's go. Step back. Stop punching. Let's go. Let's go. Box.
Quick overhand right from Ortega. He's got Vargas stunned as he hits him with a left as well. Final 30 seconds of the second round. Ortega, huge uppercut. Vargas keeps coming forward. Ortega keeps going over the top.
Good shots from Ortega at the end there.
You know, it's tough to know what a judge sees and uses as points. So for instance, you know, how much does it really say? Yes, Vargas took some big shots at the end of that round, but he kept coming forward as well.
Yeah, tough to score. I mean, a lot of people see it different ways.
Right. Now this is the first time as well that Ortega's fighting outside of Mexico and an opponent other than a Mexican opponent as well.
Well, he certainly doesn't look like he's out of his element.
No, he's throwing his punches with bad intentions, but also with confidence.
Huge combination from Ortega, doubling up on the jab. Vargas tries to slip that one. Nice job to get the right hand up and block that Ortega left hook. Boucher seems to be allowing these guys a little more space, time and space before he steps in.
trying to let them put something together. Yeah, it's been a bit of an awkward fight.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of an awkward fight so far.
Stop. Step back.
Both guys getting visibly frustrated now as well with the stoppages.
You see Samuel Vargas saying, hey, what do you want me to do? Every time I go near him, he just jumps in and clutches and grabs me, pulls me by the back of the head.
We got a left shoe sole here on Ortega there falling off. It's kind of bothering him, I think. That's not good.
That's going to be sticking in his mind as well. Ortega backing up, takes the right hand.
The right hand from Sammy.
Pretty sure that's a first time in pro boxing. Seeing
Pull out
someone
the tape. Boy, time ticks down as the conversation goes on in the ring. You're right, Tibor. This is a strange fight so far.
A bit awkward. Both guys trying to find their rhythm, find their distance. Ortega is, I think, a good right hand from Sammy.
Gotta wonder if that left sole is starting to affect the rhythm of Ortega, but he connected with a big one right there on Vargas. Ten seconds left in the third round. There's a low blow, but Vargas shakes it off.
I thought it looked a bit low, too.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of that round, really, fellas. That was a tough one. We're gonna.
We get a listen to what's going on in the corner for Samuel Vargas. There's that left sole of Edgar Ortega being taped up. That's got to be nerve-wracking to follow that through the rest of this fight after only 2 rounds.
Well, his payday is definitely going to go towards new boots.
Ortega's got pretty good hand speed.
Sure does. And
Kind of beating Sammy to the punch right now. That's what I'm afraid for Sammy, is he gets outworked. Sammy's putting a lot of pressure on him. But Ortega seems to be landing some awkward shots on him.
it's awkward shots, but it's funny because every time Vargas gets close, oh, there's a big left hook. Vargas backed up.
From Ortega.
Absolutely. He's throwing from the heels even though they're taped up.
You're seeing 2 things. We mentioned the hand speed of Ortega, and he's throwing the hooks with a really good snap, and they're short, quick hooks,
Yeah.
which are catching Vargas off guard.
But he's
And-
throwing them with authority and
Yes.
following
Yeah.
them up.
Yes. And then, of course, we see Vargas getting emotional, too. Bring it on.
You see when they break up from being connected, when they split apart, I find Ortega's kind of beating him. He's beating him to the shot, you know.
Early on in this fight, we're just in the third round, 1:30 left. Or fourth round, sorry. screen. It is the third round with 1:18 left. Vargas catches him with a left to the body, and Ortega says, yeah, let's bring it on. Again. Vargas finally snapping off a few jabs that connect. Ortega backed up. Ortega, though, getting the big, heavy punches in. That's a tight punch to be throwing. The mouthpiece of Ortega has come out.
I was just about to say that this round seemed to be opening up a bit more, a lot less clutching and grabbing, but with the exception of that part right there.
It's definitely.
It's almost like he spit the mouthpiece out rather than being knocked out.
Out of frustration, maybe, as well. There was a bit of a headbutt.
That does it for this round.
I see a lot of trash talk happening as well, and it's kind of funny. So we've got Ortega, who's of Mexican descent, and then Vargas, of course, was born in Colombia. So, you know, they are speaking Spanish to each other. Yeah, they're definitely talking to each other in there. Both of them don't mind taking a few shots and returning.
Little mouse over the right eye of Edgar Ortega. You can see the frustration on Vargas's face, telling his corner, I don't know where to go. I've tried everything to stay away and land my punches. Ortega throws that right hand with, as you called it, Tibor, bad intentions.
Yeah.
Vargas on the prowl this time. Goes to the body with a couple of punches. And off the break, Ortega connects with a left hook. Vargas comes in, Ortega over top with the right. So you're right, Tibor, every time they break, Ortega's getting that last punch in.
Kind of beating him with a shot. Whoa.
Dropping Vargas to the canvas. Oh, my. Now they're saying it wasn't a knockdown. They actually took his arm and threw him to the canvas.
Bit of a toss down. Definitely some friction in there.
Both guys have been warned now as well for different things, but both having warnings.
Good stab to the body by Sammy.
Vargas with a big right hand, connecting with a left hook. Got to keep those flurries up.
That's what he needs to do.
Ortega trying to fight his way out of the corner, but Vargas isn't letting him. He's matching him punch for punch. A minute left here in the fifth round. Vargas got caught, but gets his own right hand in. The crowd starting to step behind Samuel Vargas. Wild right from Ortega. He connects with that straight left. Vargas missed with the wild left hook. There's a good right that hits from Vargas. Oh, he missed with that sweeping right hook. He's gone to the body, then a quick uppercut. Ortega with the hands starting to lower a little bit. Nice uppercut coming from Vargas. Ortega showing that he can take a punch.
Yeah.
That does it for the 5th round, and Samuel Vargas came on big in that one.
This is becoming a little bit of an ego match.
Oh, yeah. And you can see the bantering in Spanish
Oh.
going back and forth between these guys.
Absolutely. And both guys showing that they have the chin and they're willing to stand toe to toe. And you heard it from the crowd, they're loving every second of it.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But as much as you might like it as a fighter, how dangerous is that? It's so dangerous to just, be totally entrenched in that type of a fight.
Well, yeah, certain fighters like that kind of style too. Certain fighters feel more comfortable there than standing on the outside boxing. I mean, I can say from my own experience that there's days that I feel more comfortable boxing inside. Some days you feel more comfortable boxing outside.
You can see the confidence of Vargas starting to pick up now.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like he's having some fun in there, and that's important. Going after it. There you go.
Oh, he picked him up and dropped him. Oh, my. That was a body slam of body slam. This has turned into WWE stuff. Samuel Vargas is saying to Donovan Boucher, the referee, what do I got to do here?
In the hockey world, they call that the can opener.
Break, step back. Step back. Don't load up.
Vargas backing Ortega up. Ortega missed, and Vargas connects with the right hand. A sharp little straight right from Samuel Vargas. Tibor, you're right, though, for Edgar Ortega, every punch seems to come with fury.
Yes. What I'm starting to see now is I think Sammy's kind of I think Ortega is kind of getting a little bit more frustrated than Vargas now. I think Vargas is having more fun in there, and he's starting to put them together now. I see him dominating.
Stop. Good. Go, box. Keep him up.
Wild punches from Ortega, just missing their mark. There's a good straight left from Vargas.
Go, box.
Vargas hits with the straight left and then comes over with the right. Ortega throwing the left. Misses on the uppercut. Glancing blow off the shoulder. Got him after the bell as well to the body. And boy, Samuel Vargas does not look happy with this.
That was a bit late after the bell.
Edgar Ortega in his corner. We'll see if we can get a chance to hear what they're saying from him. only advice coming out of Vargas's corner is throw the jab, then follow it up with an overhand right.
And there it was. Ortega throwing that lead uppercut, right uppercut when Sammy comes in. What I would love to see Sammy do is throw some feints, try to get him to throw that right uppercut and sweep him with the hook.
Watch the head, watch the head.
Yeah, because it looks like Ortega relies on that uppercut a lot.
I notice he's throwing it quite often as Sammy comes in.
Pushing match there than actual fighting. Vargas comes back, connects with a straight left.
No punches, let's go. Come back.
Oh, he took that one though from Ortega. Stays with it. Ortega more of the counter puncher of the two, as it looks like Vargas is trying to carry the pace here. Round number 7 looks with a 110 left here. Vargas stunned a little bit with that quick left from Ortega. Vargas connects with the right, then goes to the left on the body. Ortega trying to fight out of the corner, but Vargas had him pinned for a couple of seconds with some combinations. Gotta wonder if Sammy doubles up on that jab, would he catch it more often?
Yeah, they're both kind of smothering each other as they come in. That's why a lot of the shots are looking awkward and coming from weird angles.
Vargas is literally walking him down from one corner to another, to another, to another.
And I see him doing better things. Like Vargas, he's kind of keeping his balance better, stepping around him as he's close to him.
Ortega with his hands down by his side in the corner, then turns Varga around. Varga hits to the body. And again, after the bell goes, Ortega with the second time in this 7 rounds so far has hit Samuel Vargas with a shot way after the bell. You gotta believe something's gotta be said.
Oh.
Both of them just kind of goading each other into frustration and, you know, taking them off their game, essentially. That's what they're trying to do at this point. Lots of mind games being played.
Now this is the 8th and final round coming up, and I have Samuel Vargas well ahead in this fight. I think it's going to have to be an Ortega knockout to put the difference in. Am I wrong there?
I think Ortega's going to have to do something good at this fight to steal the fight. I got Sammy also up.
Vargas is... Wow, lots of attitude in the ring.
Tough fight to score, you know. Not easy to see all the shots.
And it's a 10-point must system, so you got to give somebody 10 points in every round.
Not easy.
Either being tied up or thrown down just because they want to, you know, disengage just so they can get back at it right away, right? And hope that the other fighter gets a point taken away as well, because they've both been warned at this point.
You know what? In an eighth round of an 8-round fight, I have high doubt that Donovan Boucher would be tempted to take a point away from someone. Vargas, he's got his man in the corner. Vargas just piling up the points, connecting with a couple of straight lefts, then going back to the body. Ooh, that was a bit of a rabbit punch coming from Ortega. He's throwing with forearms. He's not throwing with gloves. Oh, he tries to kick him. My goodness, that's got to be a point taken away. He tried to kick him. I have yet to see that. Wow. Ortega's just fighting mean now. This is a street brawl. This has turned into a street fight. Look at Vargas. He's got a little bit of a smirk on his face. He knows he's got Ortega where he wants him. All he's got to do is stay upward for the next 45 seconds. Vargas. Give him a little bit of noogies. Takes one back.
Oh, man.
That's what it was.
You're right.
You got to call it as you see it.
You're right. You're right. Donovan trying to keep control in the ring there. He's got a hard night here.
Oh, good punch from Vargas. When they say come on like that, the big smile, usually that's when you're hurt.
Not sure what he's trying to do there.
Vargas connects to the chin. Ortega unable to fight out of the corner. His hands are down low. He's trying for that big knockout punch, trying to pull Vargas in, but it's just not happening. Vargas is getting too quick to him. There's 2 punches after the whistle, after the bell. My goodness. When does that become a point off? When? Good sportsmanship afterwards, but boy. Holy.
Interesting fight, man.
So how do you term that one?
Oh,
you
man,
say interesting fight, but if you got somebody,
That's an interesting fight. I
these
mean,
are the ones that are the judges make their money. These are where they get paid the big bucks, right?
yeah, you know, both guys had some trouble landing clean shots, but I don't know if it was because Ortega was just throwing them with more intent while I was looking at his shots more. I can't say. I don't know.
Yeah, this is where it got a little surreal.
I don't want to be that guy that calls it a draw, you know?
No, that's not a draw this one. I got Vargas. Actually, I got Vargas 3 points ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just me. And again, I was wrong in one of our fights here tonight. Completely wrong. There's the kick. Vargas accentuates the positive and goes down in a heap. But
Yeah, you know,
there's the
tough.
nuggies.
Both guys kind of embellishing things a little bit,
Absolutely.
you know, and you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that.
That's the next ever with champ
Samuel
right there.
Vargas. You know what?
Both
You got-
smiles on their faces is a good thing, though, to see at the end of the fight.
Absolutely, and you gotta love the way Sammy goes into the ring with a smile on his face and leaves with a
Oh,
smile
yeah,
on his face.
he's fearless. He's a warrior.
Everybody, baby. You.
Waiting for the final counts to be presented to Thomas Schreiber in the middle of the ring.
That was having fun, man. You always do those, man.
Edgar Ortega came over to the Vargas corner. Shot at Dylan Carmen leaning over the big country, leaning over the ropes in Vargas's corner. He's saying, look, this is where he kicked me. How can you not take a point away for that? My goodness. finally got everything tallied up as Donna's driver looks ready to go in the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Raymond Rudder scores it 78-73. El juez Raymond Rudder anotó 78-73. Judge Jeremy Hayes scores it 77-74. El juez Jeremy Hayes anotó 77-74. And Judge Harry Davis scores it 77-74. Y el juez Harry Davis anotó 77-74 for your winner by unanimous decision. Para el ganador por decisión unánime, Samuel Vargas.
Samuel Vargas with a 5-point win, 78-73 over Edgar Ortega. Ortega takes his 4th loss of his career, while the 24th win for Samuel Vargas.
And with your winner, Samuel Vargas, definitely no love lost in that fight.
Yeah, no, well, I always come to put a show here at the Hershey Center. These fans here watch me box since I was 18, 19 years old. And I'm still here, I'm still winning, so thank everyone for coming and for the support.
Have you ever been in such an emotional fight before?
Yeah, many times. It's part of the job description.
Well, nothing, I guess, to that extent. I mean, you guys were just talking back and forth, kind of goading each other on, and you could see the frustration on both your faces with the tie-ups, the takedowns, and everything else.
Well, there's a first time for everything. I mean, I've never been kicked in before in the boxing ring, but hey, it was my day. But he was a very strong guy, so every time he punched in, he put his weight on me, a lot of grabbing. The referee tried to do his best job. But it was a lot of wrestling, a lot of holding, so I tried to do the best I could on my end.
Well, you had everyone here standing up for the last 2 rounds. Congratulations on your 24th win.
Thank you very much. I want to say thank you to all my sponsors, Forever Young, Angley, Baxter, Don McDonald, Tyler Buxton for the promotion, Vargas TV, everybody here, my family, and mostly the man above makes it all happen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Samuel Vargas, his 24th win.